Why do I look goth? Sarah here, and welcome to this vlog, aka the only reason why my kitchen gets cleaned. So in this week's vlog, well, not that I want to insinuate that I put out a vlog every week, because I'm just not ready for that level of commitment, but I'm going to be taking you to the Arnold Expo in Columbus. I cannot believe I have been to the Arnold Expo for 7 years in a row. I love that I have the opportunity to go to expos and meet many of the people who are following my programs. You have no idea just how much that means to me. If you're new to following me, then you may not know that I used to be a professional fitness model. I competed in bikini competitions for years. So my number one priority was my appearance, because I had created this ideal online avatar. And it was very challenging for me to try to live up to this contrived perfection. So I was dieting severely and exercising like a mofo. That took its toll. When you don't have a good why for doing something, it usually comes back to bite you in the ass. Okay, so the year was 2016, and I was at the Arnold Expo at the BSN booth. And I did not want to go because I just didn't feel like I looked as good as I should have. And I was so depleted and exhausted from doing tons of cardio and exercising and dieting. Like, I was literally eating less than 1,000 calories a day. So there I was in 2016 at the BSN booth, completely broken. My knee was in so much pain, and I was starving like Lester. FYI, Lester is Marvin's cousin, except Lester is much hungrier. I knew I was at a crossroads. I knew that what I was doing was not good for me, but I think a lot of the problem was that I didn't know what I was going to do next. And the other issue was that I didn't really want to admit to myself that what I had been doing all along wasn't really good for me. Again, that's just narcissistic behavior. You just keep doing something because you've always done it that way. And the problem is, the more time you invest in doing something, it makes it even harder for you to walk away from it. All right, so let's bring it back to 2016. I'm standing in the BSN booth, and across from our booth is the Rogue Fitness booth. And I'd heard of that name brand before, but I didn't really know what the equipment was. Keep in mind, the only equipment I was working with on a daily basis was the stair mill, the elliptical, the treadmill, and my Bosu ball. Yeah. At that moment, I realized I think this is that CrossFit, strongman, powerlifting stuff, but I didn't know what any of that stuff was. I mean, for me, I was stuck in my own little bikini competitor bubble, so I had no clue what this other stuff was. So here I was staring at these athletes with phenomenal bodies doing incredible things like pull-ups, muscle-ups, handstands, barbell lifts like squats and deadlifts, Olympic lifting. I'm like, I've never even touched a barbell. So that made me realize, ooh, what have I been doing for literally the past 2 decades of my life? I have absolutely no return for the amount of time that I have spent working out. I couldn't even do one pull-up. I had severe knee pain. And at that moment, I realized what I needed to do. All right, so I got back from the Arnold, and the very next day I went on to the Rogue Fitness website. I had no clue what any of this stuff was. I probably should have consulted with an expert before buying anything, but I just ordered a whole bunch of stuff, and that's what you see in my living room. So it all arrived, and I realized that I had no clue how to put it all together. It's worse than IKEA. So I hired somebody to put it all together and to drill holes in my ceiling to hang the rings from the ceiling. And I'm staring at all this equipment, and I realized, oh shit, now what? So what do you do when you don't know what to do? Yeah, Google. So I Googled CrossFit gyms Toronto, and CrossFit 416 came up as the closest one to where I live. So I call CrossFit 416, and guess who answers the phone? Hi, this is Gus. True story. So I said, yes, hi. I was wondering if you could come over to my living room and show me how to use my rack. What?
And at first I thought to myself, like, is this a prank call?
Yeah, I was wondering if you could come to my living room and show me how to use all the equipment I bought.
I'd never trained somebody out of their home before, and I'd never ever heard of someone installing a road rack into their living room in a condo. I was like, all right, sure, let's set something up. And then I Googled the name of the person. Sarah is a bodybuilding.com sponsored athlete, BSN sponsored fitness model. And I'm like, oh boy, what am I going to show this person? So I go over to her house. Let's just say that Sarah didn't move the greatest.
Now, we both confessed to each other when we first met that neither of us thought that there would be a second session. We thought it was a one-time thing. At that time, it became very apparent to me that I had a lot of problems. And I know that for Gus, he felt a lot of frustration because he didn't know how to fix what was wrong with me. And I was frustrated because here I am with a Bachelor of Science in Physiotherapy, and I had no clue how to fix myself. And neither did any of the chiropractors or sports medicine specialists or physiotherapists who I had gone to see over the years. In case you're new to following, just so you know, I had so many muscle imbalances. I couldn't even lock this arm out overhead because I had severe upper trap dominance. I had severe low back pain on the left side and severe right knee pain. I couldn't even go up and down stairs or kneel on the ground without wincing in pain. And then this happened. Strong Fit. Gus took the course. I took the course. We're part of the mentorship program. That's what changed our game. I cannot believe half of the things that I can do today. I am not the same person I was 2 years ago. I think what's really cool is that I saved all of the video footage of my entire journey.
Drive up, keep the elbows up. Elbows up and drive up.
So I have that opportunity to go back and look at who I used to be and how I used to move and how I used to think and how stressed out I was. And I see who I am today. I am still struggling to wrap my head around all of the things that I can now do with my body. I mean, what? I learned how to hold handstands and do handstand walks at 40 years of age. I can do weighted pull-ups. I can deadlift 2 times my body weight. I never would have thought in a million years that I would even be able to just go up and down stairs without having excruciating knee pain. So this has been a phenomenal experience for me. It has definitely changed the way I think, the way I perceive myself, the way I perceive everybody in my surroundings. I have to say that this has taught me who I am, and it's really helped me discover the importance of having a very solid why on a daily basis. I've learned the importance of accepting my current reality. When I can come to terms with my current reality, it allows me to make decisions that will help me maximize my potential. In the past, I would let my ego get in the way, and I would make decisions that would actually cause setbacks. And on the topic of setbacks, the other thing I've learned is that setbacks are actually blessings in disguise. Whenever I have a setback, I now realize that this is a clue. It's giving me information that's going to help me fix whatever it is that's causing me to stagnate. So I view this as not a mistake, but rather as an opportunity to learn. I can find value in what's going on here and then figure out what I need to do to move forward. All right, back to the 2018 Expo. So on Sunday morning, I went into the expo hall an hour and a half before anybody was there. And I went to the Rogue Fitness booth. I stood outside of it and I just stared at it. And I stared at it, I just started crying. If it hadn't been for that booth, I never would have met Gus. I never would have become part of Strong Fit. I wouldn't have my Strength Academy. I'd still have knee pain. My Strength Academy is everything to me. For me to have the opportunity to help others, to teach them everything that I've learned in the past 2 years, that's the reason why I get out of bed in the morning. And I'm very passionate about it because I know what this stuff can do. I'm living proof. All right. Enough of me talking. Let's go spend some time with Gus. Gus just asked me, well, how long can I talk for? I said, well, as long as you want. I mean, if they can't listen to you for 6 minutes, then you can tell them to f off.
Sarah and I have been working together for about 2 years now. Both she and I have grown immensely. Strong Fit really helped both of us believe that we could make a difference. The thing I'm most proud of as Sarah's coach is the change in her mindset. The change in her approach to training, her own abilities. When I first met Sarah, she was very much dominated by fear and anxiety. There was a lot of self-doubt and worry that she was always going to be broken. And what I'm seeing now is somebody constantly getting more and more confident. Strong Fit really enabled us to believe in ourselves as coaches, to believe in ourselves as people. What I'm most proud of as a coach is seeing the growth I've seen in Sarah. She's come a long way physically. The most impressive thing I've witnessed is this transformation mentally. With every training session, especially the last few months, I see changes in her outlook and I see confidence growing with each day. I mean, I see her enjoying life more, which is the most important thing I think as a coach, is to help others enhance their own lives. Being able to help people with chronic injuries, with movement patterns that they think they'll never be able to fix again because they've gone through numerous other personal trainers and group class settings and physios and chiros and you name it. And to be able to help change how they thought the rest of their life was going to look, I think that's really powerful, and it gives you a really deep sense of connection with the people you're working with. Being able to do that with Sarah through Strength Academy and through Strong Fit and through working at a gym with people, that's what drives me to get up at 5 every morning. That's what drives me to stay in the gym until 9. It's making those connections with people and seeing people grow every day, both physically and mentally. I couldn't ask for more.
So if you know you're not in a good place and you're ready to make a change and the only thing holding you back is just the amount of energy required to go into making that change, you're not alone. Gus and I are here. We are in the Strength Academy and we'd be happy to help you. We'd be happy for you to join. We would love to help you become a better version of yourself, to become more balanced physically and mentally, and to find value in doing things that are right for you. Thank you for tuning into my vlog and for watching all the way to the very end. I really appreciate your time and attention, and I just love being able to share what I love with people who are totally into this stuff. So now it's time for the outro, and we all know that I'm really good at doing outros, so. Oh, lucky for us, the water cooler just turned on. Bye. I don't know, this lighting makes me look whiter than June Cleaver's panties.